Welcome to the PSR YouTube channel. Hey, I love YouTube. YouTube's awesome. It's awesome. You should become a YouTube creator. Totally. This video will get monetized. Yes.
Whoa, yeah. We're having lots of family fun now. Whoa, yeah. None of these are real guns now. Whoa, yeah. Also got a Patreon, the link is in description. Got some merch too, yeah, you know you wanna get some.
Thank you for being patient. I think we've stroked the algorithm enough for today. The video starts in 3, 2, 1. Howdy everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Joy of Painting series with me, PSR. Today, we're painting something pretty special. It's the Remington ACR, and in particular, it's got some nice Templar precision parts on it. What camo are we painting today? Well, we're painting God's Plaid. Yes, you got it. It's M81 camo. And we're using this cool stencil set made by Rattler Innovations. If you've watched my other painting videos, you'll know I really do like these stencil sets. And they actually recently came out with some 3D printable stencil downloads, which are awesome. These stencils are really neat because not only do they give you detailed instructions, but they also tell you which exact paints to use to achieve the correct M81 look. They're included with instructions and a little bit of history about M81 camo. M81 Woodland started life as the second generation U.S. Army Engineer Research and Development Laboratory ERDL camo pattern, and was later enlarged and modified into the pattern it's known as today. M81 became a widely adopted camouflage pattern throughout the world after a massive popularization, with simplicity and effectiveness making it desirable. Unfortunately, all good things come to an end, and M81 was eventually phased out in favor of more modern and effective camo patterns. Due to the wide prevalence of the pattern on the surplus market, it quickly shifted towards a civilian market and became the chosen militia pattern for simple identification from larger government entities. The government, am I right? So let's open this thing up and see what we got. Here are our 3 stencils that are included, and they're numbered so you don't mess it up, because trust me, I like to mess things up. But as you know, there's no such thing as mistakes, only happy accidents. The paints we're going to be using today are a base coat of Rust-Oleum Protective Enamel. This is the Stops Rust, and it's flat brown. Magic Olive Drab, Rust-Oleum Flat Khaki, and Rust-Oleum Flat Black. Now there's a couple things you want to do to prepare for this job, and it's pretty simple. I always stick a magazine inside the rifle, and I usually tape up the muzzle device, but instead we've got this Wolfpack Armory blast deflector that's going to cover our muzzle and our entrance to our barrel. I've also taped up the flashlight and the optic so we can see through it when we're firing, which is kind of important. Some people tape up the trigger, but I've never done that. And on the ACR, it's pretty well sealed, so we can also paint the bolt carrier. Probably a good idea to wear a respirator, but mine's in the garage and I'm kind of under a time crunch, so I might just get a little high off the fumes. Yay. First thing we're gonna do is shake that sucker up. We're gonna start with our flat brown, and we're gonna cover the entire rifle in brown. Not that kind of brown. All right, we're gonna start at the butt and go to the tip. Light strokes, just simple kind of just a nice little initial layer, and then you're gonna let that dry for about 4 or 5 minutes. Oh God, I'm gonna get real high, aren't I? Fuck. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to do one side, and then I'm gonna flip it over and do the other side. Some people like to hang their rifle when they paint it, but personally I've just always laid it down on a nice cardboard surface like this. After you've laid down a nice layer of brown, now it's time to put down our first stencil. This is going to be the Magic Olive Drab. Quick reminder guys, this channel is sponsored by Aves Engineering. If you ever need any parts for your squirted glizzies, they got all sorts of parts, including the rails that the slide slides on. It helps to get railed. Never in a million years use the code PSR at checkout for 10% off your entire order at Aves Rails. Thanks to Aves for sponsoring this channel. I'm going to lay the stencil horizontally, starting from the stock. There's a lot of green in M81, so don't be afraid. It's a very big stencil. Get all of that green on there, because we're going to put the other stencils on and it'll blend in real nice. I'm just going to try to not get these lines on the edge. Remember, like I always say, if you mess something up, it's not hard to paint over it. So if you're not happy with it, you just go back and do it all over again. It's not that hard. Now, if it looks like this thing is mostly green, it's because it's supposed to. The brown is kind of subtle in M81. Another little reminder, guys, Rattler Innovations, they did give me a 5% off discount code for these stencils. And like I said, you can download some of their 3D printable versions, but these are 5% off with the code PSR. So check out their website, Rattler Innovations. Next up is stencil number 2, and what we're going to use for this is Rust-Oleum Flat Khaki. As you can see, the patterns are much smaller, so it should be a little bit easier to get those kind of specific patterns all over the rifle with the khaki. Oh wow, this is looking great. It's really starting to look like M81 now, and I'm sorry about the sound of the rain, but maybe it's soothing for some of you. Alright guys, hope you're having a lot of fun painting your rifles. Here we are with the final stencil, and that is going to be a flat black by Rust-Oleum. Now, as you can see, these patterns are quite small and intricate, so it is going to be easy for us to lay it down precisely. Last but not least, the optic. Nice. There we are. Now it's time to flip the rifle over and do the same thing on the other side. I think the rifle turned out pretty sweet. I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Joy of Painting with PSR. Hope you go out and shoot your painted rifles instead of just looking at them. If you painted your ACR, you definitely probably shoot it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye now.
No more black rifle. My rifle is camo now.
taped over the lenses because, of course, you can't see through the optic if you paint over it. But if you get some paint on it, it's not a big deal. You can take some nail polish remover and fuck me.